How's this for throwing stones?
Let's go boys, welcome to Challenge in 3, today I'm playing Taliyah. Taliyah is a mid lane control mage that you honestly don't see on the Rift very often. She has a really unique kit that offers unmatched roam, zone and siege control, which is why she's such a highly contested mid in the professional scene. Taliyah can take control of the game early on, with either a solo kill in lane with the EW combo, or simply just pushing your lane and using your passive to easily roam to the side lanes and pick up free kills. Level 6 is the turning point for Taliyah, where your ultimate goal is to roam bot lane, cut both members off and dive them, preferably with your jungler. This is an easy way to get the game snowballing in your favor, and it actually works pretty consistently. Getting solo kills in lane with Taliyah is definitely a thing. Although you won't be running an aggressive summoner, usually going to have flash, ghost, cleanse, or exhaust. But with the right poke and a good combo, you're going to be able to finish off a lot of the opponents. So my lane strategy is usually just a hard push, getting as much harass off as possible. I see a lot of Taliyahs queuing and not weaving autos in between, but you can actually auto while your queue is going off, and this definitely helps to pick up a lot more poke. Now getting into the specifics of Taliyah, this is the best rune page that I've been using. Masteries are super basic, just copy these down and you won't have any problems. For your ability, I'm going to start with your Q, then your E, then W, followed by Q max, E max, and finally a W max. So Taliyah's build path is very diverse, especially when it comes down to competitive games. A lot of pros have been going either GLP or skipping mana altogether, but I think in solo queue, the most consistent results is going to be coming from the Morello, into Rylai's, into Leandry's, and then into situational items. Now let's get into some of the more complex things that Taliyah's kit has to offer. First off is our ultimate, which you can choose to either ride or just simply let it go. There are hundreds of ways to use this, but definitely the best way to use this is objective control, such as tower sieges, baron sieges, or baron rushes, or dragon rushes. And you can pretty much just cut off the entire enemy team from the objective, and your team can just do it freely, and there's nothing the enemy can really do about it. Another great thing you can do with your ultimate is to split a team fight and essentially make their front line at the back of the wall so that all their carries are stuck and there's no front line to protect them. Next up is a combo which you're going to be using at every stage of the game. You're going to start with EW to cancel a W animation and then a Q. It's a really fast combo and it can catch opponents off guard, especially AD carries, and it just 100 to zeros them. Don't forget guys that your passive comes in handy at all stages of the game. You always want to be hugging the walls to either get from base to lane or from lane to another side lane to use your ultimate and cut off their bot lane. One thing a lot of people don't really know with Taliyah is when you're riding the wall, her ultimate, you can jump off at any stage and you can jump over terrain. So if you're next to a wall, you can just decide which side you want to go on, and it's going to help you position well for team fights. A funny little interaction that Taliyah's wall has is if an enemy is really close to terrain, your wall can knock them over the terrain, which leads up to some really funny interactions. Coming down to Taliyah's playstyle, it's like a control mage with roam. It offers the control of an Orianna, but the roaming potential of an Aurelion Sol. In the early to mid game, you pretty much just want to be poking your enemy with Qs, pushing your lane in, looking for roams in side lanes, and then when the mid to late game arrives, you want to be looking for those objectives with your ultimate to zone the enemy off and just getting free objectives and free control. That's Challenge in 3 boys, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.